Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Katie from Mitza Creek Farm, and today I'm going to teach you about planting mums in the ground. Now, there are two types of mums. There are garden mums and there are florist mums. These are garden mums, and they should be pretty hardy. Down to the varieties I got were down to like zone 3 or 4, depending on which ones they are. But we're right on the edge of 3 and 4. We're zone 3B. And I have had a lot of success in transplanting these, and so I'm going to show you how I do it. We had some really heavy rains over the weekend, as you saw in the previous video, and so some of my mums split right down the center. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So these are big, huge, gigantic mums, and you can see here, this one was like that big, but because the flowers got so heavy, it just caused them to split and separate. And so when you get to that point in a mum, there really is not much coming back that you can do. I could try to train these to go back up, but it's not worth it at this point. So I'm going to use these guys since they are nice and healthy and gorgeous, and I'm going to plant them here and try to get some more blooms out of them this fall, add some beauty to our stone coop market, and that way next year they will come back and we'll be able to have beautiful flowers here. I have found for me, the earlier you plant them in the season, the better chance they have of coming back, because it gets the roots a chance to get established in the ground and get ready for winter, start putting all that energy into becoming a perennial. Where if you wait until the very end of the season and let's say tomorrow we start getting deep freezes, these guys probably are not going to come back next year because the roots don't have a chance to get established. So that is my first bit of advice. My second bit of advice is to water them really well all fall long. Make sure that they have plenty of water. Mums love water. They require tons of water. So the more you water it in the ground, the more it'll give those roots a chance to like spread out and get out of the root boundness from the pot, and the more established they will get. My third piece of advice is you might want to do some sort of insulation, like some straw, some mulch, something over the top of them, because you want to make sure that they have enough insulation to get through the winter. And sometimes that just kind of gives them a little extra boost, especially if you are in our zone or our area where we could have a really warm winter like last year, or a couple of years ago where we frequently hit 40 below. You just never know. I am also doing this with these mums here that they are pretty much spent, or at least a good section of them are. So I'm going to plant those as well. I've got a few pots of those. I've got these two pinkish purple colors and then this tricolor. I'm going to plant them all right here in front of the stone coop. Just a reminder, we did this last year and I filmed it. It would be about a year ago that I filmed it. And those mums are doing phenomenal, and I did not water them nearly as much as they needed to be this summer, and they still survived and they are still blooming. So this is what they look like. These were called pumpkin spice. I don't remember what these were. So we did the darker ones and then orange and then yellow and white, and it looks like we accidentally got a couple miscolored ones, mistagged ones there. Ooh, I really like these. I don't remember what variety these are. I wonder if they have tags. Nope. I'm loving that color. I'll have to look and see what that is. That's a gorgeous deep red. And you can see I didn't even bury these guys very well. But I have a couple pink mixed in on accident. These orange started blooming back in August, so it's kind of weird, but look at how great they look. My goal next summer is to make these into more of a flower bed, and maybe like a raised flower bed. So I'm going to put some dirt over them, make them so that they're raised a little higher, and then I want to plant some trees, do some more landscaping here. Could look a little cleaner. I am pretty happy with how it turned out. So I'm going to have Beck start digging holes. I'm actually going to have him dig a trench because I'm going to be planting this whole big group of them. and so it'll be easier to dig a trench and then backfill with dirt. So he is gonna start on that, and then as he makes progress, I'm gonna start planting the mums. I also grabbed a little bit of organic fertilizer. I don't have a ton, but I figure a little bit of slow release fertilizer is better than none. And it's Espoma organic, I think it's called Plant Tone, I'm not quite sure, but it's just a nice slow release fertilizer. And I figure that that would be better than nothing. I did not do anything in front of those fences out there, but I'm gonna do it for these guys in hopes that it gives them a little extra boost for early summer next year. Look how beautiful that looks. So I put a little bit of fertilizer in there, not needed. I didn't do it last year, and our mums look amazing from last year. But I did it just because I want to give these guys a good start for in the spring. And I got everything really well planted, and you can see that I put the dirt up really high and like around there so that they wouldn't be split anymore. So I have them planted really well, and now I need to water them really, really well, and I'm gonna need to continue watering them. That's one of the reasons why I want to do it here, is because I can, when I'm watering everything else, I can very easily water these guys. So this is gonna be the perfect spot for it. So I'm gonna get the hose and get started on watering. And so now I am just going to let these guys be and let them finish blooming. Later in the fall, when they are all dead, and when it starts getting really cold, I'm just going to put some straw on them. Just want to have that extra layer of insulation on them so that they don't get too frozen, because that definitely will make a difference on if they come back or not. But I'm watering them really good, and in probably about a month I'll put some straw on them. I'm not going to prune them or anything at all this year. I'm just going to let them finish blooming here and enjoy the beauty, and then in the spring they should come up. That is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time.